Hey everybody out there, this is Kris Nicholson. This right over here, this is my Yamaha Modus, not Motif. So, Yamaha Motif is the synthesizer. Yamaha Modus, this is another line of like the digital piano. It's kind of like the Clavinova basically, but it's a Modus and the model number is F11. So if you have the F11 or the the H11, basically you get a player system on here. So let me push this forward and you can actually see this. So this is it basically uncovered, and I'm doing some repair work. What I had to do is basically I had to repair the buttons a little bit because I had to push them hard, but now I repaired them. I don't have to push them hard anymore, which is a good thing. I made sure the slider was working perfectly. There's no noise coming out of that. I did re-regulate all of the action, all of the keys and everything. I re-regulated the whole thing and make sure that it's playing perfectly. So that's another thing that's really cool. So inside of it, it's very, very simple components. These are the tweeter speakers. Your woofers and mid-range are on the bottom of it. This right here is your main board. So this is your main piano source board right over here, which actually has the sample of a CF3 Consagrand, CF3S Consagrand on here, which is really cool. Also, you got, the other boards right over here. This over here is for your Ethernet, which is really cool. And you have other circuitry. So this is for your main controls right over here. And all the rest of it's in the bottom. So watch this. Once I press, this has moving keys, and I can play a song right here. And so this is a portable player piano, and the casing right over here is mostly black, but the other parts of it, like I have a part right over here that's black, but it comes in blue, it comes in red, it comes in all different other colors right here. If you can see the keys, just to show you, have wood sidings on there. Now, I wish that these sharps had ebony ivory feel, which would be really cool. I'm going to see if I can order that from Yamaha. It might be a little bit expensive, but maybe I could switch them up, But this action is phenomenal. I mean, the piano sound it's not outdated. It's still really, really good. I have to look up the year what this was made of. But this is a portable player piano that you could take anywhere, and it's very rare. Right over here, this is the Yamaha Disc Clavier player piano. I can't take that everywhere. I got two of them actually. And right in back of there, that is a Yamaha Electone. Right over here, this is the Yamaha electric piano, which is it's a digital piano, but it's a YPP45. I'm going to make a video about that. And that's one of the sightings of the Yamaha Modus. And over there, that's the Yamaha Clavinova, which I have a CVP75, which the Yamaha Modus is actually kind of taking replacing, which is good because this is more portable, it's more up to date. The CVP 75 has like built-in rhythms. So just want to show you the back of it now. Moving it over, and this is the same exact action that you get off of a CVP Clavinova or a real high-end Clavinova like the CVP series or the CLP high-end models, because it has the wood-sided keys. And but the only thing about it is that, let me see if I could lower the phone a little bit, and then you guys get to see the solenoids. The solenoids, if you can see, there's a beige padding right underneath where the white triggering is at. Like right by the pivot point. And the solenoids, that's what's actually moving the keys on here. It's moving the hammer levers, just like that. And that's an 88 note player. Usually if you buy a player system like QRS, or if you buy a piano disc, it's basically a 78 note player, not an 88 note. More like a 78 note, so you got 10 notes less basically. On top of this, this has an XG module. So with the XG module, you have over like 480 more sounds coming from the XG module. And let me give you an, actually, I'm not going to give you an example of it because it's mostly a copyrighted song. And I don't want to get a copyright strike for that. So, but it's really cool. It's really, really neat of what you can do on this thing. So this is the back of it right over here. And it's just plain. It's really, really plain. It's meant to be a home piano or designer piano. You can stick up to the wall and that's it. Now you can have the sides on and have the sides off. And it's up to you. Now, when I'm playing out, I might have the sides off. Because I like to look at my crowd, you know? Over here is the, that's the top of it, plus the fall board. And it has a soft close fall board, which is really neat. And every time I take apart stuff, my room is a mess, so I'm not going to show you the rest of my room. But here it is, everybody. The Yamaha F11, Yamaha Modus. And I know when I post this video, a lot of people's going to try to find it on the internet. That is, you could probably find one. There's one called an F01. That's the same exact thing, but without the player system on it. The player system is a lot more. So the F01 is basically a clavinova. So let's say it'll say Yamaha Modus or Clavinova F01 or the H01. The H01 is the Modus, but without the player system. But the 11 series, they have the player systems on there. So what I had to do is basically take this apart, and I had to clean the contacts, the circuitry board in here, because I had to press it real hard. And I didn't want to clean it with soap and water, because that will probably ruin it. Some boards you can clean with soap and water, like these. These kind of boards you can actually take apart and clean it with soap and water. Anything that's like this, but anything that's like what I have on my Yamaha Genos, like this actually got water damage and it didn't work right, so I had to order a brand new spanking board, which was kind of hard, and it was cheap, but you know, I had to take the whole thing apart just to order a whole new board for it. So these boards right here, I think they're made in Indonesia, not Japan. This whole thing right over here, the Modus, is made in Japan. But these kind of boards, these kind of boards are sometimes made in Indonesia, right over here. But they're not really good when it comes to water. This still works, so I'm keeping it as a spare, just in case. Or I'm keeping it, if it happens again, that I can order another one, you know? So this is just a reminder. With my Yamaha Genos, once we had a major flood and it leaked on top of it, and this is the only thing that got damaged, thank God, because the Yamaha Genos is expensive. The Yamaha Modus F11 is very expensive too. It's not cheap, but I got this at a good price. So this is gonna probably replace my Clavinova, which I'm sad because I had the Clavinova for a long time, which I love it. But not gonna replace my Yamaha Disc Clavier. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching this. And I just want to give you a little education on the Yamaha Modus. It's beautiful. I like taking these old digital pianos that is discontinued, and they still sound good. It still holds its value, and it's phenomenal. So wait until I do a video on that one right over there, which is the YPP 45. It's a 1991, which is the same year as the Clavinova that I have, and but it has a good sound, a good action, and the keys are kind of yellowed. I don't mind that. You know, I was gonna change it out, but I said no. Let me keep it like that. You see how yellow those keys are to the white keys right here? I'm gonna keep it like that because of the wood right here. It's not actually wood. It's just it's a plastic body, but it looks like a simulation wood covering right here. But so this song is sad. They usually play this at funerals. I know you guys are gonna probably comment, this was played at my mother's funeral, or this was played at my father's funeral. So when I first heard this song, it was so beautiful. I loved it until when I found out about it's been played at funerals. You know, it's kind of sad. All right, so let me let you guys go. Thank you so much for me educating you on these pianos that I have. My room is filled with it. I got more pianos, more keyboards, and you know, thank you. Please click like, subscribe, follow me on everything, and I'll keep you more updated with more stuff, and I'm gonna do more videos if I could. I'll see ya. Bye bye.